One of the burning questions frequently discussed by homeopaths that cause a lot of controversies is whether potentized homeopathy drugs can cause genotoxic effects. This question is natural, as many of the drugs used in homeopathy are prepared using substances that have proven genotoxic actions, such as mercury, arsenic, and other heavy metals. There are also many drugs prepared from various mineral and vegetable sources, which are known carcinogens. That is the reason why many people believe or argue that homeopathy medicines can do harm even if used in potentized forms. While discussing this issue, we should remember that homeopathy drugs diluted above Avogadro limit or 12C will not contain any drug molecule, but only molecular imprints. Molecular imprints cannot produce any harmful effects upon genetic substance. Such controversies arise from the lack of sufficient understanding regarding the active principles contained in potentized medicines, and their exact biological mechanism of action in the living system. Molecular imprints contained in the potentized homeopathic preparations cannot interfere in the normal interactions between biological molecules and their natural ligands, and hence, cannot produce any pathological inhibitions. Since molecular imprints cannot inhibit the enzymes involved in DNA synthesis or genetic expressions, there is no any chance of causing DNA mutations or genetic errors happening by the actions of post-Avogadro diluted homeopathy drugs. Molecular imprints contained in the potentized homeopathic preparations bind to ligands or biological molecules and capacity of their complementary conformations without any charge affinity, whereas natural ligands bind to their biological target molecules in capacity of both conformational as well as charge affinities. So, the bindings of molecular imprints with biological molecules or their ligands will be very transient, and that is why molecular imprints cannot interfere in the interactions between biological molecules and their natural ligands. Since molecular imprints cannot compete with natural ligands in binding to their natural biological targets, it is obvious that potentized homeopathic preparations cannot interfere in biological ligand target processes such as substrate enzyme, antigens, antibodies, signal receptor, etc. Molecular imprints can interfere only in interactions between pathogenic molecules and biological molecules, as well as off-target bindings of ligands with biological molecules, where only conformational affinity is involved. Obviously, molecular imprints can act upon only the molecular blocks created by exogenous or endogenous foreign pathological molecules.